You are listening to the Porch Ideas Network with your hosts, Mary and Dave Morris, creators of porchideas.com.
Hi, I'm Dave.
And I'm Mary.
And welcome to our audio program featuring experts and fellow porch lovers who share their ideas and tips on everything from porch designs, porch decorating, building porches, accessibility, landscaping, and so much more.
And we are very excited to have you on our porch today, and let's get right to our topic. Well, today Dave and I are really excited to have our friend Jennifer Davenport on our porch today. And Jennifer is the creator and founder of Decorating Ideas Made Easy. She is an interior decorator and a wonderful lady that we haven't met in person, but we've met online, and she doesn't live very far from us. So we can't wait to meet.
I know, it's great.
We can't wait to meet her actually in person. Jennifer runs not only Decorating Ideas Made Easy, but she also has a new Halloween website called Hip Hip Halloween, which is full of just fun ideas for Halloween, for decorating, and all sorts of, if you love Halloween, you're going to absolutely love her site. So Jennifer, I know you've got two sons who got married this last summer and a daughter who just graduated, and
yes.
you are one busy lady, so we want to welcome you to our porch.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here, and I love you guys. I know we haven't met, but I've been a fan from the beginning.
Oh,
thanks.
we are so appreciative of that. Jennifer, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, like you said, I'm now an official empty nester. Our child went to college. I am an interior decorator. I really kind of came out decorating. It's just, I love it. I have an eye for it. It makes me happy. And then I started the website to be able to share with other people who perhaps can't hire an interior decorator, but maybe would like to learn to do some things themselves. So if they say, do what you love, and I am absolutely doing what I love.
Oh, we love hearing that.
Yeah.
That is actually the best, because doing what you love, I think, just makes you so happy, and then I think you excel at what you love.
Right, I agree. I agree.
And absolutely, you excel. I love your decorating, the fresh, clean ideas that you put out, and they're not overstated. They're just, I don't know, you just have a beautiful style that I love.
Thank you.
So today we're going to be talking about decorating for autumn on the porch, and it's just getting to be where the leaves are changing now. It's just the beginning of October, and so many people are starting to put out autumn things on their porch. And I know that you've got some great ideas, Jennifer. So I think maybe one of the first things that we can ask you about is how best to use autumn colors on your porch, and what are the autumn colors that people are using right now?
Well, I think they're the same standard colors that they are every year. And I think one of the things I love about autumn decorating is you can do it so inexpensively, and it can be so beautiful and be that pop of color on your porch. A simple mum and a bright pumpkin. You see that when you drive by, that's the first thing you see on someone's porch. And I think it just makes everybody happy. And happy it's cooler weather.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
for sure,
I know
for
we
sure.
love driving around and seeing the different decorations that people have. And like you say, it doesn't take much money.
No,
No, to
it
create
doesn't.
a nice display. So I guess for me, decorating is not my thing.
Oh, now
So-
come on, Dave.
No, it's not my thing. But you know, it's kind of like I like it. I know what I like when I see it, but maybe I
Right,
create
right.
it. So, you know, for a simple display, you have any suggestions for people like me that want to create something that, like you said, that's eye-catching? What can I
Right.
put together that would work well on a porch?
The first thing I think, there's two things actually. One, I love, of course it depends on the size of the porch that you have. If it's a smaller porch, I always say decorating in threes. So
Yeah.
I like, you would put a big mum and maybe two pumpkins flanking the mum. And you can, and again, that's beautiful to see from the street. If you'd like to tackle a wreath, but you're a little bit nervous about how to do it, there is a really simple way to do it. If you go to a craft store, I love Hobby Lobby, and you go in the floral section, the fall floral, you'll see stems that have the pumpkin and the pine cone and the leaves all on the stem. all you have to do with that is simply wrap that around a grapevine wreath.
Aha.
And all of a sudden, you have an autumn wreath. And if you want to add a burlap bow, then it's perfect.
Yeah, and that's kind of
That's a good idea.
all thought out for you, because I love those I call them garlands. I don't know what you actually call those. But
Yeah, they're just, and a simple floral stem usually is about 12 inches, and it only if you purchase 2, you'll cover a grapevine wreath.
Oh, you're talking about the floral stems. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, people don't really remember to go over to the floral section. But if you pull 2 of those stems out with all the pumpkins and pine cones and beautiful fall on one stem, all you do is wrap it around a grapevine wreath, put a bow on it, and you've got a gorgeous wreath in 10 minutes.
Wow.
And so you're talking about putting a bow on it. I know that sounds simple, but sometimes just making a simple bow. I know I've taken it and, like, you know, put pipe cleaners around it and twisted it and all this, but sometimes it just doesn't turn out the way that your bows look.
Right. You know, it's really, of course, it's simple to me because I'm making 100 a year. But the trick is to make a square knot in your bow, and that's how it hangs straight. And how you do that is when you start to make the bow, you go right over left and left over right. And that makes, and then you tie your bow, kind of like if you were tying your shoestrings. You go right over left over right, and then make your bow. And it makes it balanced, and it makes it straight.
Oh, that is a great idea.
Great little tip.
That is excellent.
And it works for little girl dresses too. If you want your little girl's dress to be bow to be straight in the back, same tip.
Oh,
very good.
That's very good. I love that tip. Okay, here's another question for you. Is a lot of people just don't want to go out and buy a lot of seasonal things for their porch. You know, just because A, you have to store it, or B, you have to buy it. So do you have any ideas on, you know, ways that you can just bring to your porch things that you already have from the inside of your home to the outside and just reuse them that way?
Right. One of the things I love is lanterns. And one thing you could do, instead of putting a candle in your lantern that you may already have sitting in your house, is if you go to Kroger or any grocery store, you know how they sell the smaller little baby pumpkins and baby gourds?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, fill it with that. And then when the season's over, you can toss those out and then use your lantern back where you had it.
Oh, that is an awesome idea. And I could see how you could do that for Christmas with bulbs.
Oh, absolutely. Or cranberries. I love cranberries.
Oh, yes.
In fact, you could even put a candle in that lantern and then fill the cranberries or little pumpkins around it.
Yeah, good idea.
That's really a good idea. Yeah. And I suppose you could actually use faux pumpkins if you had little ones too.
Oh, absolutely. But if they were kind of like worried about not wanting to store, maybe they have an apartment and they don't have somewhere to store it, then buying the real ones is the perfect solution.
Okay, very good. Any other ideas for bringing indoor things to your porch?
Well, you know, some people have birdhouses that they have sitting on their porch, so I would nestle little pumpkins around that, or maybe add a little fall bow to it and accessorize it a little bit.
Yeah, I just saw that on somebody else's.
Actually, we just did yesterday.
Saw that on a porch. They had birdhouses. It looked really neat.
Yeah, it was very pretty. They had bales of straw and all kinds of little autumn things, but it was really pretty with different heights of birdhouses
They used.
Oh, I bet it was beautiful.
So, yeah, it was really nice. And of course, you probably can always use baskets, because most people have a basket or two sitting around the inside of their house for something.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you know, just real pumpkins. In fact, on my inside, on my mantle, I buy the little baby pumpkins, and I line up about 6 of them right on that mantle, and it's simple and it's gorgeous, and I love it. It's easy, cheap.
And it's natural too.
It's natural, and yes, absolutely. And I have a million pine cones in my yard.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can decorate with those. And I saw on Pinterest someone, because you get kind of worried about bringing pine cones in if you bring little critters in with them. And they actually say you can place your pine cones in the oven.
Oh.
A low temperature for about 20 minutes. And that takes care of that problem.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Too bad for the little critters. Right?
Yeah.
No, but that is a good idea.
That's
Then
good.
you don't have creepy crawlies coming out of your
Yeah.
pine cones. Jennifer, I remember seeing a video that you did, I think last year or the year before, where you talked about how to take the fake pumpkins that you buy like at Hobby Lobby and how to make
Right.
them look more real. Can you just give us a few pointers on that?
Yeah, it's really, really, really easy. Acrylic paint comes in little 2-ounce jars,
Uh-huh.
and the color that I use is called burnt umber.
Hmm.
And what I do is I pour it out on a paper plate, and I take a paper towel, and I wet the paper towel just a little bit, rub it in the paint, rub it all over the pumpkin, and then take another paper towel, if you've gotten too much in one spot, not enough in another, and kind of rub over it. And it totally makes the pumpkin look real. It goes from that bright orange fake
Yeah.
Right.
to looking like a pumpkin that's been sitting in the garden for the season.
Oh, that's
Oh,
awesome. That
that's
sounds
very
super easy.
Yeah.
It is. It's so easy. I love it.
Oh, well,
That's
thank
great.
you.
That's very good.
All right, so let's just talk about, Jennifer, I've seen some beautiful wreaths that you've made, and you talked a little bit about just wrapping floral stems around wreaths, or around like a grapevine wreath.
Right.
Do you have any favorite fall wreaths that you've made? I mean, even if it's not just for those of us that are kind of beginners.
Yeah. I'll tell you my favorite one. Again, it was at Hobby Lobby. They had these little grapevine pumpkins. They were about 3 to 4 inches. Cutest things. And I added the floral stems with the little baby pumpkins and then put the grapevine pumpkins around. And it was, I don't know, it just turned out to be probably one of my favorites. I added a burlap bow, and I have learned this. There's burlap bows out there that have wire in them, and then one that's more natural burlap that kind of hangs. But I have learned that the one without wire doesn't hold up as well, and by 3 weeks it looks like it's really sad.
Oh.
So I say if you're going to do it, spend a little extra to get the burlap with a wire in it. That way when you store it year after year, you can reshape it.
Well, that's a good point.
That is a good point.
Save you money in the long run.
And,
It does. It really does.
and speaking about storing wreaths, I have a question for you. Do you store your wreaths and reuse them the next year, or do you take your wreaths apart and then redo them the next year? And if you store them as they are, how do you store them?
I store them really easily. I have a pretty good sized attic, and what I did is nailed some pretty large nails into a few of the boards, and I just hang it in the attic. And then what I'll do is take a dry cleaning bag and wrap over them so they don't get all dusty.
That's a good
And
idea.
then they just hang in the attic.
Very good, very good. So now, we're getting, it's already the beginning of October, and I know some of our neighbors are already decorating for Halloween.
Right.
How can you transition your autumn decorations to Halloween decorations?
I always leave the pumpkins out. In fact, even after I decorate for Halloween and I want to transition to Thanksgiving, I still leave the pumpkins out because that's the staple of fall, Halloween, and Thanksgiving. So as far as also transitioning to Halloween, well, you're kind of asking the girl that's crazy about Halloween.
Yeah.
Did we mention hiphipHooray.com?
Yeah.
I mean hip
when
Halloween.
I have about as many boxes as I do Christmas, there's a problem. So I'm not maybe the one to ask about the transition.
We understand completely.
Yeah.
But I think we talked about this before, Mary, but I love Halloween, but I don't actually do the Halloween of the scary gore, all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
I like happy Halloween
Yeah.
with a little bit of scare in there.
Yeah.
And I do just about, I'm going to be embarrassed to tell you this, but I do just about every room in the house.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Something is in every room of the house.
Wow.
for Halloween.
Wow. I bet your whole family loves Halloween.
Yeah, we're kind of crazy about it. What's funny is you've mentioned my 2 boys who are now married and out of the house. it was 2 months ago that my oldest son said that he and his wife already had their costume figured out. You are throwing a party, right?
Yeah. That's funny.
I am.
Yeah.
I guess I am.
Hey.
No, that's really awesome.
That's good.
That really is. Well, we appreciate that. Well, Jennifer, are there any other ideas that you just have that you'd like to share with us about decorating your porch for autumn? I know one of the things I really appreciated hearing you say is about decorating in threes, because that's just a decorating idea that's good no matter where you decorate.
Right.
Anything else that's just coming to your mind about decorating your porch for autumn?
You know, there's a few things. Again, I always say keep it simple. You know, don't go overboard, because a little is a lot to the eye. I like to find some fall pillows. Sometimes I go to TJ Maxx, and for $12 or $15, there's some beautiful simple pillows that there's one on my porch right now that's bright red and says smile, but that's going to go away, and I'll put a fall pillow on there. Also love for a simple floral arrangement is to purchase wheat and place it in a jar, again, maybe with a burlap bow around it. And that will last all through the season, and it's natural and just beautiful.
Oh, I love that idea.
That's very
Yeah.
good.
And then on my porch, I actually put grapevine around the top. It stays up there all year long. I have Christmas lights in there and burlap. But for the fall, I'll tuck in and nestle in a few fall leaves around the grapevine. And then, of course, for Christmas, I take that down and put little red berries in. So
That's a good idea.
that's inexpensive, and it's really pretty.
And so you keep the grapevine and the lights up year round, and then you just change out the...
Yes, and I have them plugged in on a little clicker, so I can be in the house and push a button, and my porch lights up.
Oh, that's neat.
That's really nice,
That's
because
neat.
even in the summer it's fun to have a little twinkly lights
lights
if you're out
it
there,
is.
especially.
It's so romantic.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. It is our favorite house. It is our favorite room in the house is the porch.
Yeah, that's neat. That's neat. I was going to say another thing that's nice. We have it on our porch too. It's just an outdoor lamp. In the evenings, that looks really nice, especially this time of year. You know, if you can do that, that's really great.
And candles, never underestimate the power of candles. They're just soothing and calming and romantic. And when you have a porch that's decorated beautifully and lit beautifully, it's amazing how it calms your guests, and everybody has a good time and relaxes and talks and forgets their cares. I love it.
That's great. That's very good. Very
That's
good.
one reason why we love you, Jennifer. You're a fellow porch lover.
Yeah.
My husband built our back porch, screened-in porch.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, we've been here almost 20 years, and
Wow.
I have said if we ever have to move, there will be a porch on that next house, or I'm not getting in the moving truck.
Yeah. That's good.
Oh,
Very
that's
good.
awesome.
Yeah, very good.
Well,
Good.
we have truly enjoyed our conversation with you today, Jennifer.
Yeah,
and,
lots of great information, lots of great tips. We really
Oh,
appreciate
good. I
that.
hope I could help a little.
Yeah,
That's
one
great.
thing I wanted to mention to our listeners is that one of your sons served a
Yes.
tour in Afghanistan as a Marine, and we just want to thank
Thank him
and your family for his service.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, and I now admire those parents and other children who have served. I never knew what it was like, so I have a great deal of respect and admiration for other mamas out there who sent their sons off.
Yeah.
Well, we thank you for that.
Yeah, very much. And from one GI to another, please pass on our appreciation to him.
Well,
So
yes, sir, I will, and thank you.
You're
That's
so
great.
welcome.
That's great.
Jennifer, why don't you tell us how people can get in touch with you, whether they just want to visit your website or whether they want to contact you for giving them advice on their interior decorating.
Okay, well, on my Decorating Ideas Made Easy website, there's a button on the right, because my design company is called JD Designs, and they can click on that and contact me through that, or just ask me a question. Totally fine with answering anything. And that's pretty much the easiest way to contact me.
Very good. And I don't know if we mentioned it or not, but you have a wonderful Facebook page with over 300,000 people, which is so utterly impressive.
Yeah.
Well,
and it's great to follow you because you put out some really awesome decorating ideas.
Well, I'm enjoying it, and I've been doing it for a little over a month, but I was asked to write a column for the Daily News Journal here in Murfreesboro. So my column comes out on Sundays. It's in the lifestyle, and I give a lot of decorating advice and ideas in that. So that's another way if someone's kind of looking for some more ideas, if they think I have some good ones, that's a way to kind of check it out.
Oh, that's great.
Very
Now,
good.
Jennifer, is that the paper, or is that an online or both?
It's both. It's both.
Good.
Okay. And what
Yes.
is the name of the paper again, please?
It's called the Daily News Journal,
Okay.
and it's our local Murfreesboro paper.
Okay. Very good. Well,
Awesome.
we are so happy that you sat with us on our porch today and that we got to hear your ideas. I'm always so happy with all the things that you share with us. So thank you, Jennifer. And
Thank
we
you.
hope to have you back and maybe talk about Halloween.
Oh, I look forward to it.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Boy, that was great having Jennifer on the porch today with us. I really like that idea, just making faux pumpkins look more real. A simple solution to that.
Oh, that was a great tip. And I also liked how she talked about using a square knot to make your bow sit better on your wreaths.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
So this program has been brought to you by porchideas.com, and we hope you really enjoyed it, and we invite you to subscribe either through iTunes or Stitcher Radio.
And
We'll see you on the porch.
You have been listening to the Porch Ideas Network. We invite you to subscribe to our podcast for innovative and creative ideas for your porch and yard.